Hello Geezbros and welcome back to episode 3 of the Drayton Town career mode. So we are on to the contracts. As you're all aware, if you do a free agent and you create a club, you have to sign them. You can't just automatically pick them into your created club. I think there should be a way around doing that, but I don't think that there is. Just makes it more difficult, I think, because you have to create all your players, put them on a free agent list, create your club, get the right amount on budget, and then sign them in. So it's a little bit more difficult to do it this way around. It takes probably a little bit more time. As you can see, I have done them on the left hand side, but first to do that you have to obviously put them on free list, get them in here into your squad hub, and then you have to basically sign them like you would do in any other transfer window. So we shall get cracking on with that. It's quite easy to do, which is not too bad. So let's get started with the first. As you can see, I'm just changing all the numbers to what they were originally when I created them. But let's get on to the first person. So Sov, his contract is not too bad. Just getting some wages in, clean sheet bonuses. All keepers and defenders I want as my clean sheet bonus, because it's easier. Defenders again, clean sheets. Ideally you kind of want your defensive midfielders to have clean sheet bonuses as well, and then your wingers and your strikers to pick up your normal goals. The one thing that I don't not like in this game is that you don't get the chance to have assists. And I've said it before on other previous FIFAs that they need to make an assist button. Yes, some people don't play all their games and they skip and like sim them, but surely the game would recognize who's going to assist that person. It's still a good game for that reason. It still can assist people. You can still do stuff. So yeah, I'm not too sure why they haven't done that as of yet. And even other contract bonuses, there's so many bonuses out there that make that are different to this on here. So hopefully going forward, there's some sort of program that would allow you to have have that sort of thing. I just don't understand why it's just the same free all the time. But yeah, it's not too bad actually. So Ian, again, sort of the lower wages. I did make a mistake, which is the first mistake is the actual budget. I started with $1 million, thinking that would be fine. It wasn't. Then I went up to 2 million, which I think that would be fine as well, and it wasn't. So in the end, I had to go to £50 million for a budget. I don't normally do that because I don't spend any money on actual transfer fees. It's just a free agent sort of thing. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying that this time all of the players this time have a higher wage. Now I don't understand why they have a higher wage, because it should just be a normal basic low budget sort of salary, but yeah, it's very weird. It's very interesting to know, like sort of appearances is 61,000. It never used to be that on the other previous FIFAs. It always used to be, a lower end of the thingy. So it's just one of them things really where I need to find out what sort of can be done in retrospect of that. So moving on sort of to our defenders, the higher end of the defenders get higher wage budgets. The lower cup players probably will get a lower end of wages just because of sort of their wage budget. Their recommended wages is actually quite high, because normally I'd give them like sort of £2,000-3,000, maybe even 1,000, because don't forget we are League 2, the new team, and that's just the way that it would all work out. But it seems that it's just always high. Like Dean is a cup player. He'll be not playing all the time, but he's on £7,000 as a recommended wage. So for me, that's like obviously quite a lot. But it's fine. It's what it is with these wages. I'd rather get that so I can get the players sorted and done. So very fine indeed. In terms of other players, Dan, again, recommended wages the same, but just got a little bit higher. try and keep the players all the same. So I try and keep my players fair. So I try and keep all of the main starting 11 that would start in the home and away fixtures on the same sort of wage, the signing bonus, and then potentially the bonus for the clean sheets or the goals in and around the same. And then I would change up the cup people to have a little bit less, but again, all the same, so they all fit in correctly. It's probably easier to do that way as well. So just trying to find out what is going to be, on that sort of thing. It is difficult to know what's going to happen because some players will want more, some players will want less, some players don't want a cup, like the bonus thing. They don't really want that. Most of the cup players tend to not have a bonus, which is really interesting. But again, it just is what it is, and you just have to go with it. It takes a little while to do all these. Again, like appearances for Remy, I'd rather have him on sort of clean sheets because he's a centre back, and in the cup games you might keep them on clean sheets, but it unfortunately just is what it is. I can't really can't do much about it, so it carries on to all the other players and stuff like that. But in terms of the other sort of the ways that we go, I definitely do like the background covers. So I definitely do like the sitting in a restaurant. It's called additions and stuff like that. So it's not overly too bad. Hopefully, we can sort of get moving with these. In terms of say that again, Chris. Once appearances, not clean sheet bonuses, but 20 appearances is quite high for £93,000. So just have to sort of accept it. So we're moving on, but whilst I'm here and this is sort of just going really with all the players' contracts, I just want to take a chance to thanks for all the views on my latest channel and everything like that. I really, really do appreciate it. Hopefully, the more I get these uploaded, the more people, that can get out, we can get seeing this and share it with your friends. Subscribe, it is free. I would really all appreciate it, and hopefully my other videos can keep coming and keep bringing you joy for this as well. So almost finished with the defenders. I think Jaden might have been the last defender actually. Just gonna wait. Can't quite remember because there's so many people that you have to do. That you think that he's the last defender. No, it's Ryan and Morgan. So the last sort of fullbacks coming in will be the last sort of players. But again, it's just so it does take its time doing all this. Again, it's fine doing it. Like I honestly don't mind doing it, but it's just one of them things where you just got to sort of be patient with it. Get what it is. But yeah, look, Morgan is a cup player, and it's 15 clean sheets for basically £100,000. Like that's last time that was all my budget. It's £1 million budget, and it's just automatically gone, sort of thing. But is what it is. But now we move on to sort of the centre defensive midfielders. We have quite a lot of them actually. So again, sharing that out is going to be interesting to try and get the players on the same amount. But yeah, Paul, Tommy, again, try and be on the same. Alfie probably be on the same because they're kind of the same, similar players, really. Actually, to be fair, so we'll try and keep that sort of our budget. And again, it's just being fair to the players, what they deserve, and what I think they will get. It's not too bad. Again, Tommy, 10 goals. It's one of the things where you're like, oh, I accept 10 goals, but I'd rather have him on clean sheets, just because he is he's a centre defensive midfielder, so he has to keep them clean sheets, sort of thing. It's just one of them things where I think that you should be allowed to keep him, and you should be allowed to offer exactly what you want for each player as well. Not them do it. I think you should just automatically do it, and if they don't agree with it, they can then potentially give you what they want. So you always get that option to do it first. So it's just one of them things again where they just need to look into these contracts. I also got to mention that Remy, Jack, and of course um, Hills is obviously new people in this, so their contract's going to be slightly new and different again, maybe because obviously it is their first season in this as well. So hopefully we can get pushing on with their contracts and get them to do it. Another rule that I do have is that I would like all of my players to get all their contracts. So every single player to complete and finish their like sort of player bonuses and stuff like that, or hit their goals, hit their appearances, and just hit all of their, you know, players that they want to hit and try and hit them. So hopefully I can do that with everyone again. I don't think I've actually ever done that, which is, I guess, fine in a way, but I would absolutely love to do that just because it's just a fun thing to do where all your players do get the bonuses done, and it is just probably fairer as well. So it's sort of pushing towards the end here. Coming on to my wingers, and then we'll have the strikers left, and then we can go from there. So Jack's appearances would rather have an assist because you're a winger, and if you're a winger, then you should, you know, have them options to have an assist and stuff like that. So it's just unfortunate you don't. Again, Kian, £105,000 for bonuses, which is crazy because you want not him to have a lower sort of budget sort of thing. So sometimes these budgets go up and over the place, which is fine, I guess. But so we're sort of pushing on to the last sort of players here, which is going to be interesting because we do like the time is done. So yeah, just getting finished really now. Hopefully we can get all sorted, get all done, and hopefully then can crack on with the season because we do like that to happen. And the more I can crack on with the season, the better content it is. I can imagine how boring it can be sitting watching contracts, but I would do these contracts for people in the squad, see what they get, what they want in their contract, see what they like, and then we can just go from there. So it's not overly too bad. So we are basically finished now. Coming on to our strikers. So yeah, I'll take this opportunity to thank you guys for sitting and watching with this. I'll get the pre-season and everything done and get them videos sort of out, and then hopefully we can get started on with the season. As soon as I can, then obviously it will be better, more exciting, and more fun. So I'll just play out for the last couple of contracts being done. But apart from that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it, and I'll speak to you all soon.